Hello, and welcome to Cookie Clicker. But it's not the version that you're thinking of, that you might think of. Yeah, we're starting this in the 1.037 beta. Why? I don't know. Well, actually, I do know. This is why. Dungeon achievements. Though I don't think you're actually allowed to... I'm not sure if we're allowed to actually do this. But, yeah. Wait, actually, I'm gonna double click, because it's just a better strategy to, like, get more clicks in. And what I want to do is get 100 cookies so I can get reinforced index finger. And now I can continue to click. Wait, hold on. How much does this one cost? 400. Okay. I'm not sure if this is allowed under competitive leaderboards, because technically, like, the rules for this game are different. Well, not the rules, but, like, the game is a bit different, because, like, farms cost, like, 500 instead of 1100, among, like, a lot of other changes that make this game very different from the modern one we see today. Like, Grandma's only making half of a cookie, I guess. Yeah, Grandma's only make 0.5 cookies per second. Alright, now we can get 4 cookies a click. I think, like, the factories and mines have dungeons, so... Yeah, there are... So, what we actually want to look at are my achievements. There are 91 achievements in this game. It's not gonna... I don't think it'll take that long, hopefully. I mean, all we need to do is get the dungeon achievement. All you need to do is go in, get the dungeon achievements, and then get out. I'm not actually sure, because of all the differences this game has with the modern one, I genuinely don't know how it'll convert. I could convert it to the old beta. And my hand is already hurting from clicking the cookies. My hand is already hurting from clicking all of these cookies. Well, I better toughen up, because it ain't getting better from here. I think mouse keys are allowed, though. Yeah, I don't want to get... I'm not using an auto-clicker. I have an auto-clicker, but I'm not going to use it. I'm just going to click, like, normally. I'm not going to click with mouse keys at all. How much does this cost? I'm not clicking more than 1,000 times. Never mind, I've already clicked the cookie 1,001 times. Which is scary. I've done 1,000 cookie clicks. What is this? Okay, cheapos. No. Wait, no. I want to buy a few more grandmas. I'm gonna buy a few more grandmas here, because, like... And then I'll probably get another farm. Wait, actually, what I want is get, like, 5 cursors, or, like, 10. Yeah, 10. Ambidextrous. If I can save for ambidextrous, that'll be... That'll pay off very well. Oh, golden cookie, golden cookie, golden cookie. Alright, I got a lucky and it only gave me 44 cookies. I don't think you can get the speed baking achievements in this game, so... Great. I don't even think the speed baking achievements are in this game. I'm gonna save for a factory, which means a lot of clicking. Oh. Let me just, get that off. Alright. I'm not sure why I'm lifting my mouse up. Alright, 3,000 cookies. Finally. One factory. Factories only make 10 cookies. No. Alright, great. Well, factories and mines have dungeons, and I think those aren't the only ones. Oh yeah, bakery names aren't a thing. We can't get any of the achievement of these, like, silly achievements. Golden cookie. Honestly, it might just be better if I start this in the Steam version, convert it to the main version. Also, technically, there are 2 achievements that you have to get last. The cheated cookies taste awful achievement, and also, like, you have to hack in 1 cookie to get the achievement. Well, not hack, but you have to give yourself a cookie. I only have to click 250 times to get 1,000 cookies. Yeah. Cookie factories on strike because workers demand to stop being paid in cookies? Alright, why? No, please. 2,000. Alright, wait, no. 2,000 cookie clicks. I've made 7,140 cookies by hand. Cheapos! Yay. At least we have 4% of every single upgrade. Wait, do we get the achievement for dunking the cookie in the milk? Because, like, it actually gets easier the more milk you have. It gets easier the more milk you have, but, like, you should get it early on. So clicking the cookie 1,000. So clicking the cookie 1,000 times would give you 4,000 cookies. Now, oh wow, I had exactly 2,250 cookie clicks. Interesting. Now I just have to keep clicking the cookie, of course. Now, ambidextrous gives you 8 cookies per click. This upgrade should be way cheaper. It is like one of them. I mean, it's a good early game upgrade. It's actually... Wow, it's getting hard to click now. Why are shipments 40,000? And also, why are factories cheaper than mines? Like, I think, like, the progression in, like, normal cookie clicker is a lot more... I would say it's a lot, like... It's a lot harder because, like, the buildings are more expensive and all that. Like... I'm not sure if this disqualifies you from competitive leaderboards, which, I mean, like, I'm not gonna be on the competitive leaderboards, but, I mean, I wanna be. But, like, who doesn't? So, I wanna follow the rules of the competitive leaderboards, so I may or may not have to... I may or may not have to, 3,000 cookie collects. Okay, we're close, we're close, we're close. We are so close. Now, 10,000 cookies. Ambidextrous. Alright, now we're gaining cookies quickly. 8 cookies per click. That is a lot. Like, a lot. Also, it doubles the efficiency of cursors. I'm not sure what building is the most efficient right now. It's factories. But, like, I think the most cost-effective right now would be... I think a farm. Yeah, I'm probably just gonna... Oh. I keep going to the, like, app selection thing menu. I want to double the efficiency of my grandma's, because, actually, I'm gonna buy a bunch of them as well. Alright, 46 cookies a second. That is not that much, but, yeah. So yeah, the hardest achievement in Cookie Clicker is to get, like, a Trevigentillion cookies in a single ascension, which means, like, you need to get every single upgrade, every single building. Well, getting every building isn't that hard. So, yeah, so yeah, technically the dungeon achievements are still in the game. Like, they're in the game, but they're not, like... The dungeon achievements are still, like, in the game in Cookie Clicker, just that they're not, like... They're not... How do I say this? They're not, like, obtainable through normal gameplay, meaning you have to go to the Dungeons beta and get it. Though there is, like, literally no ascension. I think there is I think there is a button here that there's a reset button here that resets your game. Yeah, I'm clicking rather quickly. Alright, I'm gonna try to get 3. Alright. Yeah, so technically, I think in order to qualify for this, you need to get the dungeon achievements, and then click the reset button, which deletes your progress, but you do keep your achievements. Well, actually, no, you have to... Yeah, I'm not sure how to make it, like, qualified. I think this is, like, one of the more efficient methods. I think, well, actually, is the Uncanny Clicker achievement in the 1.037 beta? Because, like, that's actually, like, one of the hardest. Well, for me, it's one of the hardest. Oh, yeah, golden cookie. Alright, and now, lucky plus 1,000. I'm just gonna get a mine. You know the drill. Ha ha, very funny. That's not that funny, but anyways. I'm just gonna buy another factory. I'm gonna buy, like, a ton of factories. Not whatever. Wait, do the grandmas have names yet? They don't. Alright, 4,000 cookies. Now, time to buy a ton of factories. Ow. Alright, 4 factories. Great. Oh, wait, I have to add that dock. I've only been going for like 19 minutes. Oh, no. I've been going, this run has been happening for 22 minutes. I guess because it took me like 4 minutes to get the stream set up. Yeah, I'm not sure if the speed baking achievements have been added yet. I don't think they were. I'm actually gonna buy like a few farms. And also a few more cursors. 1,000 fingers costs 500,000. I thought it only costs like 100,000 in the newer versions. Anyways, I guess it's time to get to like 30,000 cookies to upgrade my factories, or just get another factory. That's probably the better idea. So, yeah. This version of Cookie Clicker is... Well, it's old. Like, it's version 1.037. We're on version 2.053 right now. Well, actually, if you play in the browser, it's 2.058. I just want to see, how does this convert to, like, the live version? I don't care. Sure, you can have cookies. How does this version convert? Okay. Import, save, load. Huh. Oh. Alright. It gives you the cursors, the grandmas, the farms, and factories become mines, and mines become factories? That's interesting. Oh, okay. Huh, that's interesting. Also, my cookies per second is a lot higher. It's 755. So yeah, I think this version is probably... So this version might actually be harder. You could make an argument for saying... Oh, golden cookie. Frenzy! Yes! Alright, let's get to 40,000. I want to get to 40,000. So I can get a shipment. Alright, 40,000, let's go get the shipment, and now... how much do we need to get this? Okay, 50,000. Plastic mouse. Let's go. Let's go. 50,000. Get to 50,000. It's gonna run out eventually. Alright. Wow. That catapulted us forward a lot. So it's actually, like, harder to progress in this version. Because you're, I would say that it's, like, that this version of Cookie Clicker is actually the harder one. Because, like, your cookies per second is very debuffed. Like, you don't make that many cookies per second. The thing is, everything is cheaper, though. Everything is generally cheaper, which makes up for that. Except for, well, in the early game, it's cheaper. In the late game, not so much. Like, it jumps from 46,000 to 200,000 to 1 million. I mean, to 1.6 million to 123 million. And then to nearly 5 billion. Like, I'm sorry, but I don't. That's not fair progression. That's not fair progression at all. Oh wait, heavenly chips are a thing. Yeah, the prestige system did get extensively reworked. So yeah, this game is old. It's been around. Like, this version is rather old. It's technically, it's like, I think it's the reading the update logs is very funny. Like, made the game in a couple hours for laughs. Kind of starting to regret it. Oh well. Yeah, this... So, yeah, honestly, I'm not sure if this counts as, 100%ing Cookie Clicker, but 100%ing the Dungeons beta doesn't actually require all that much. I think there are multiple dungeons, actually. Sugar gas, or lubricated dentures. That would get me an extra 20. Yeah, that's actually better and more cost effective because it... So yeah, we're gonna buy a few more grandmas, and now start clicking again. Alright. Dungeons, Cookie Clicker. So there are only... Oh, so there's only factory dungeons. So I guess what I want to do is defeat the sentient furnace, the ascended baking pod, Chirpy, and also the elusive sugar bunny, which is gonna be hard. Because, the sentient furnace. You are not ready. Yeah, yeah, I'm just reading this off the wiki. Or whatever. What? Okay. Oh, it actually gives you cookies if you do the dungeon stuff. So I guess what you want to do is get dough, I think. So yeah, we need 50 factories. That's like the minimum you need to enter the dungeons. So yeah, so yeah, I'm just gonna get a ton of factories, or not a ton, but 11. So yeah, I'm just gonna AFK because so yeah, okay. I'm not sure if there are any, like, strategies for the dungeons. There probably aren't. I mean, it's just the dungeons. Hi. So, yeah, so there's not really much to do right now, other than just, like, farm cookies. So, yeah. Yeah, there's literally nothing else to do except for farm cookies, so I'm just going to talk, I guess. So, Honestly, I'm getting kind of bored of this version, because there's literally nothing to do. So, yeah. Like, I really just... I really just want to save for, like, factories. So, yeah. Also, heavenly chips are a thing here. So yeah. Actually, the prestige system doesn't exist in the game yet. Which, I don't know, I just find that interesting. Except, well, actually, well, no. It's just that the Ascension system does. The Prestige system does. Just that it's really scuffed. So, I think what I'm gonna do is, like, after I finish the dungeons, I'm going to reset. I'm going to do a reset. And, oh, golden cookie. Frenzy, yes, Frenzy, let's go. I think what I'm going to do is just... So basically, what I want to do is just... I wanna... After I'm done with the game, once I'm done with the dungeons, I'm going to do a reset, and then... so basically... Oh. So yeah, basically, I'm gonna do a reset, and then, so all of my buildings will be cleared, but I keep my achievements, and then I'm going to export it to, like, the live version, or the Steam version. Alright, we got a world-famous bakery. Although the frenzy ended, but we did bake 1,000,000 cookies in 42 minutes. Boring, but we have 4 golden cookie clicks. Yes, I have 20 out of 91 achievements. I'm not sure if any of these achievements have been deleted. Probably. So yeah, I'm making 1,000 cookies a second, so like... Oh, yeah. Hello everyone, and, thanks for liking the video, Xane Vision. Or, live stream, this isn't a video, I'm not sure what Child labor. Great. You know what? It'll make me more cookies. I think I just have to get child labor. But that's not. I mean, I'm just not gonna think about that too hard. I'm just gonna try to not do that. Factories. Okay, I got 14 out of the 50 that I need. Except it would be better if I had, like, 60. So yeah, unlocking the dungeons is gonna be a lengthy process. Okay. Oh, worker grandmas. Actually, let's get farmer grandmas first of all. I forgot this upgrade actually existed. Yeah. It actually makes grandmas twice as efficient, which, in theory, would make grandmas the best building in the game. Because, like, they can become multiple versions of each build. What? Okay. Yeah, after that, we can get worker grandmas. And also, I guess, like, 1,000 fingers. I probably should get 1,000 fingers. Well, yeah, it's just a good upgrade. Alright. So, I'm gonna need to wait for... Yeah, I need to wait for a while until I can get worker grandmas, because that would boost my grandmas and get me an extra 160 cookies a second, which would be nice, because, like, I mean, it's just more cookies, and I need more cookies because I need more factories and all that. Also, sugar lumps aren't in this game, in the version of this game, which means I want to finish this, I want to finish this whole, I want to finish the dungeons today, but that might be wishful thinking. I'm probably going to need to play for another day. But I've already made, like, 1.4 million cookies in 47 minutes. Not sure how much is needed for 50 factories. Like, I shouldn't need that many, but there's only factory dungeons, which means there aren't actually that many. Which means there's only 4 dungeon achievements. The first two, Clickathon. Make 100,000 cookies from clicking. That gives me access to another cursor upgrade. Iron Mouse. Clicking gains an extra 1% of your CPS. Yeah, that's gonna need to wait. That requires 5 million cookies, which I'm not going to get for a while. Wait, I'm actually going to export my save again, and see if I can import. I'm just gonna see what would happen if I import my save into the live version and load. I would have a bank and a temple. Okay. Great. So that would actually get me 1,000 fingers instantly. Oh, wow, that's, really fast. Hold on, it's somewhere. Oh, wait. I'm gonna get Thousand Finger. I'm gonna get these 2 upgrades, then export my save again, and then import it. Oh, yeah, I can't do that. I have to keep it in this version. You can't backgrade a save in Cookie Clicker. That's not how it works. So I have to keep being so I guess I have to stay in 1.037. Just that if I'm in 2.058, my save is like really powerful because like I'm making about 10 times the amount of cookies here because the game doesn't think that I have 25 cursors, 25 grandmas, 15 farms, 15 factories, 2 mines, 3 shipments, an alchemy lab, and an alchemy lab. It thinks I have 25 cursors, 25 grandmas, 15 farms, 15 mines, 2 factories, 3 banks, and a temple. Because banks and temples weren't a thing in the game yet. And then I think after temples, it would go portal, time machine, shipment, alchemy. Wait, no, it goes portal, shipment, alchemy lab, time machine, antimatter condenser, if I'm correct. Which I'm probably not. Shipments gain plus 30 base CPS. Wait, I should do this. Now, 2,000 cookies a second. Yeah, let me just open Live Control Room and YouTube. Alright, where... I've lost 10 subscribers in the last 28 days. Wow. Yeah, I'm getting audited really hard. I'm not sure if I can link this up in like with any other audits. Maybe YouTube's just targeting me with audits. Huh. Alright, well, we're back. With about 100, with nearly 200,000 cookies. Actually, I'm gonna get a few more shipments, or should I get more mines? They're actually rather cheap, and they give me quite a lot. Oh, golden cookie. It's just a lucky. And it gave me only 500 cookies? Yeah, I don't like that. I think it's proportionate to... I think that's because it's proportionate to the amount of cookies you have in the bank right now. Because if you actually like grind a lot for the cookies, you would get a lot from the lucky. I would assume. Oh no. Okay. Alright, well, we're halfway there. Oh. Alright, well. Alright, so... Alright. So, yeah, This just shows how much of Cookie Clicker is an idle game. You're pretty much meant to AFK for a while in this game, so, I mean, I'm not, like, literally AFK, I'm just not active. Yeah, I'm playing with a fidget toy, because I'm genuinely just, I'm bored out of my mind. Anyways, shipment upgrade. They're making 390 cookies a second. Though I think I should get more mines, because they're really cost-effective and also make, like, a lot of... They also make a lot of cookies for their low cost. So, yeah. 34 cookies a click. It's nice. Alright, 53,000 cookies. Alright, so I actually don't have 1,000 fingers yet, but it does still give me a boost if I do that. So, I think now I'm gonna save for 1,000 fingers. So, alright, 50,000 cookies. 1,000 fingers is the main thing I'm aiming for. Because 1,000 fingers would actually give me, like, it would help me get, like, a lot more cookies, because... What? Why isn't that working? Okay. Yeah, so... Getting 500 million cookies for 1,000 fingers is actually... So yeah, 500,000 cookies is like the minimum I need for 1,000 fingers, so I'm just gonna save for that. Alright, 280,000, please let me to 300,000. How many cookie clicks do I have? Almost 10,000. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna keep clicking the cookie until we get to 10,000 cookie clicks. We're almost at 3 million cookies made. 9,500. Cookie clicks. Almost 3 million. Alright. Also, I'm just gonna do that. 3 million cookies made, and also... 1,000 fingers. Yeah, 44 cookies per click. So now we're gonna get to 10,000 cookie clicks. Whether... Alright. 50 more. Alright, 1 click left. 10,000 cookie clicks. Exactly 10,000 cookie clicks. Yeah, we're getting more dungeons. Also, I got an achievement for owning 100 buildings. So I actually need to do some stuff like in real life. So so I think I'm going to end stream here. It's been fun-ish, but honestly, I do some